Easily one of the most exciting unopened wax products that we've ever had a chance of touching, which I think most people could say that, because this is, for all intents and purposes, just about the most expensive and important unopened wax box that exists in the world today. Pokemon, the world's #1 media brand, as we always like to remind people, because when you tell people that Pokemon's bigger than Star Wars, they look at you like you're nuts, and the truth is it's not even close. This is a worldwide phenomenon, and the power behind that brand is packed into this box more than almost any other wax box that exists on planet Earth, because this is a first edition 1999 English wax box. The first editions, of course, were extremely rare, limited in supply versus the base issue. But it was in 1999 when they came into the United States that the worldwide phenomenon really got its feet under it. And it's this first edition box which embodies, what I think most people recognize as the Charizard, which is that, incomparably important, probably the world's most important non-sport trading card. But that's just where the story starts. There's a whole set, obviously, which carries a lot of notoriety. The first 16 cards being holographic, and this is the box that they live within. It's just very, very exciting. On top of that, this might be the most pristine looking first edition box that the market's ever had a chance to consume. It's so nice that when our staff saw it, we didn't even know if it was real. We had to do a lot of analysis to ensure that it was real, just because it is so well preserved. It's absolutely incredible how clean and tight the box is, and its preservation. It's just about as good as it gets. When you hear the story behind it, it's understandable why. This was purchased by the original owner in 1999 at the local hobby shop, and that's where it sat. This is a one box owner, and it's just sat preserved for 20 years without any circulation, and that's literally how this looks. It's that nice. In terms of assessing authenticity, there's a lot of factors that people want to look at. We'll try to point out some of them. There's certain subtle things, because there are fakes of these going around, so we want to point out some of the details. The plastic wrapping, in terms of how tight it is, and the wrinkling that occurs at the edges, is one factor that is hard to replicate. It's also true that these first edition boxes, along with some of the Shadowless boxes, they didn't have the Wizards of the Coast stamping on it. So this is manufacturer accurate to how it was actually done. There's some really interesting print anomalies. These green dots, which exist up here to the left of this green leaf, that's a flaw in the print design that is part of the actual box. Some of the reproductions and fakes out there, they lack that. There's other details as well, like, for example, a lot of the fakes apparently on the barcode down here at the bottom, they're lacking this dash here. Oftentimes it's 57530-785 without that additional dash. It's another telltale sign of a authentic box versus one that isn't. And then, of course, you can just study the plastic and its preservation overall. You can see how it has the look and feel of an authentic product. All of these boxes, as we've come to learn, are printed in different ways, and so, like, base issue versus a first edition, the art and the different styles of boxes all contributed to variance that does make it hard to compare one to one. But in doing all the analysis, it's pretty definitive that this is an authentic first edition box, and we are absolutely proud to put our brand behind it and our own guarantee that this is the real deal. And again, it's about as good as it gets from an unopened wax investment piece. Could not be more delighted to be offering it to the general public.